the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
A unique collaboration occurred between a Doctor of Education and 16 students from Kutztown University. Wait, we'll tell you more. Hello again, and thanks for joining us. I'm Carla Showell-Lee, and you're watching Comcast Newsmakers. In the studio with me this hour is Dr. James Delle, professor and archaeologist at Kutztown University, and today we're talking about Lenape, the original people. Thanks for joining us today, Dr. Delle. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to be here today, Carla.
This is a unique collaboration between 16 students and you, right?
And me, yes. And the staff at the Reading
Yes.
Public Museum.
Right.
We really had a great opportunity to work with the museum through the university.
Well, tell me about this challenge. This is very interesting because it was a unique collaboration between the students, and I know that the exhibition all is really due because of the students. Yes,
it was. This began as an initiative between Kutztown University and the Reading Public Museum to try to get these two institutions from Berks County working in closer collaboration. So I had the opportunity to look at some of the collections at the museum and was given the opportunity to design some sort of project to put into an exhibition. And what I decided to do was work with a group of students who are interested in learning about how museum exhibitions are designed and installed. So we began with nothing but several thousand artifacts in front of us, and from that created a story to tell about the Lenape, who are the original people of this part of Pennsylvania.
Right, and you talk about you wanted to tell the story with two sides. You said you had more of a broad base.
Yes. Oftentimes when scientists, such as myself, look at the past, they look at it from that scientific perspective, and they ignore oftentimes the people who we're studying. In this case, what we tried to do is tell the Lenape story from two sides, from the scientific perspective of archaeology, looking at archaeologically recovered artifacts that are in the museum collections, but also using Lenape stories and legends to bring their own perspective about their own past into the exhibition. So it's really a very broad understanding that we've tried to create here about what happened over the course of the last 13,000 years here in Berks County.
And I heard it's an amazing collection. What are some of the objects that we might see at this particular exhibition?
Well, we have several very interesting objects. We have a turtle rattle. This is actually here, I see on the monitor, a hammer that was made out of stone with leather. This is probably about 150 to 200 years old.
Wow. It
was brought to the museum from the reservation in Delaware. The Lenape, some Lenape live in a reservation in Delaware. I'm sorry, not Delaware, in Oklahoma. This is a rattle. This is a ceremonial rattle made out of a snapping turtle shell, also from that Oklahoma reservation. And this is a ceremonial drum that's probably between 200 and 300 years old, that was handed down from person to person, generation to generation, used in the big house ceremony, part of the ritual cycle of Lenape life.
How many pieces did you say were actually on display, Dr. Delle?
We have approximately 200 artifacts on display.
Okay.
That was culled down from several thousands of artifacts that are in the collections at the Reading Museum.
I'm just thinking of the preservation of some of these objects. That must have...
Some of it is very difficult, yes. There are a lot of textiles, for example, that we decided not to put on display only because once you put those things out into a gallery, they do start to deteriorate a little bit. So those are in storage. And fortunately, the museum is in the process of updating its storage facilities. So many of these objects will really be held in good shape for perpetuity.
How long does the exhibition run?
The exhibition runs until September the 14th.
Okay. Are you hoping that people from all over come to see the exhibition, or is it just exclusive to people within the area?
No, I think anybody with an interest in the past or an interest in Native American history will really get something out of this exhibition.
All right. What do you get out of it, just out of curiosity?
I have to say I was very proud of the efforts that my students put in here. For those visitors who actually have a chance to go and see the exhibition, I think they'll be impressed with the quality of what the students were able to do.
All right. Spoken from a Doctor of Education. Thanks so much for joining us today, Dr. Delle.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
All right. This hour's newsmaker has been Dr. James Delle, professor and archaeologist at Kutztown University. I'm Carla Showell-Lee for Comcast Newsmakers, an exclusive production of Comcast.